Hello everyone, it's Kieran with Thrifted Living, and thank you so much for tuning into my channel. You can probably tell from the echo that I am standing in our empty home. Today is our closing day on this house. Our first home as husband and wife. We're closing on it in probably about 6 hours from now. And so what I wanted to do for you is share with you an empty home tour. I never shared with you all a complete tour of our home from beginning to end, just because I never felt like it was clean enough and never felt like it was organized enough at one point where I could say, you know, here's the garage, here's, you know, the basement, the attic, everything. And so it just never happened. I figured since the house is perfectly clean right now, I would share with you the entire space. And we are so excited to be moving to a new place, but it is definitely bittersweet. We love this house. We're really excited for the new owner because it is such a great house. And so it's a good day, it's an exciting day, but also we're a little sad at the same time. So I wanted to share with you an empty home tour. If you're watching this video, you probably already saw our announcement video where we shared that we have sold our home. It's crazy how fast this process went, but we are so excited and, you know, so excited for a new chapter in our lives, and we are so grateful to have such an amazing realtor who helped us through the entire process. So if you're excited to see an empty home tour of our first home, make sure that you give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you haven't done so already. All right, so let's just jump right into it. Let me share with you an empty home tour. There is our sold sign. That was really exciting when they put the sale pending on. So yes, there is the sign saying that the house is sold. We always wanted to take this space and make it into like a little pergola. Is that the right word? We wanted to like cover it with like wood right here. What is that word? Is it called a pergola? I can't remember. And then like put stones right there, like pavers or something. We thought that could be cool. We also attempted several times to have flower beds. It didn't really work. Like, I don't know what we were doing wrong, but pretty much they always died. So hopefully the new owner will be able to make something live in there. Let's go in this way now. So here is the breezeway. It's sort of hard to get a good look at it because it's a really big room. I don't know why I'm having such a hard time with my camera recently, but this is the breezeway. This was one of the reasons we bought the house. We love all of this open space. It has these beautiful sliding doors. So that's the house right there. The kitchen is right there. And if you look up from that wall, we have this beautiful ceiling. I always loved how this looked, all of the exposed wood. I just thought it was a really, really beautiful added touch. And what we had wanted to do, if we had stayed in this home, our next project was going to be taking out this wall right here and turning this entire space into a dining room. We thought it would be cool to make this an open concept, like cut out this wall right here and put counters there, maybe flip everything so that the fridge was on the other side, and then have like maybe even a banister right here, a fireplace or something. I don't know, we just were thinking of all the things we could do, and turn this room into a part of the house. That was something I really wanted to do, and I think I shared with you all in my video about the attic, was that this is the reason we had a contractor come in to look at the space, was because we wanted to do this place. We wanted to do the breezeway. That was the reason why we had the contractor come in. But it was going to be a lot of money, and it was actually less expensive to do the attic than to do the breezeway, which really surprised me. While we're in the breezeway, let me take you to the garage. There's the door right there. We have a really nice 2-car garage. Let's see if I can even see it. Oh, it's not too dark. So we have a nice 2-car garage. That was something that was really important to us, especially because New York, it's very snowy in the winter. Here are the walls, and again, like really high ceilings. In hindsight, we would have liked to have been a little more organized with it. You know, maybe putting up some pegboard here and hanging everything up, but we did end up putting it up back there. And then here's the floor. I know, very fancy video, right guys? We can fit, I think we can fit like 6 people in our driveway. We can actually fit quite a few cars in our driveway, and then 2 cars in here as well. So yeah, nothing too fancy in the garage. Here, let's go out back. So as you can see, this is one of the best parts of our house and our property, is this backyard. We have a large double lot, and we absolutely loved living on all of this property. We're pretty much in the city that we live in, like right inside the city, but we have so much land. We always see so many different animals. We see fox, we see deer, we see turkeys, groundhogs, you know, pretty much anything. This is what happens when you move. You wear dirty shoes. This is the kitchen, sort of the main space. All right, so right coming in from the breezeway, we have the kitchen. So you guys have spent a lot of time in here with Shawn and I over the years that we've lived here, and this has been a really fun space for us. We really loved what we were able to do with the space. The first project that we took on was new appliances. The appliances were, you know, they weren't matched, and we wanted to get something that really brought the space together. So we got this suite of appliances. It's GE. I believe the finish is called, oh man, I'll insert what it's called in like in a card or something so you guys can tell, so I can tell you what it is. I know it's a matte finish. I can't remember the name of it, but it's like this gray matte finish, and we really loved how it looked. So we got the dishwasher, the fridge, the stove, and the microwave. So that was the first project that we tackled. Then we tackled the painting, and that didn't come for almost a year after. We decided to paint the walls this like sage green color, which we really love. And we also, there's my tripod, and we also painted the beadboard white, which we felt like really brightened up the space. And one thing that Shawn and I disagreed on was right here. I wanted to paint the windows a white to match the beadboard, but the thing is, and I'll show you guys a little closer. So this is actual wood, this is plastic as part of the window. So we didn't really want to paint this, and we felt like we would have to if we were painting that. So we ended up not painting it. Honestly, I sort of don't mind the way it looks, and you know, Shawn and I had to compromise on something, so that's what we compromised on. So then we did that. Then we also painted the knobs black. They were gold to begin with. So we painted the knobs black, and that was easy. We just took the knobs off and spray painted them. It was a very easy process. And of course, during all of this, I was organizing the cupboards, trying to make it into like a pantry. I have videos of all of that, so make sure that you check the cards above so you can see everything that we did. And then finally, we did the peel and stick tile. This was a product from Roommates Decor, and I did a video with them. So the tile was given to me free of charge, and I did a video sharing the process of applying these peel and stick tiles. I thought it was a great product for adding a little bit of an extra touch to the space. Now, a lot of people said I should have changed out the plates. I know, I wanted to change them out to a bright white to match, but it just was never really a priority, honestly. Maybe the new owner will take and grab new ones just to match it a little better, but it just was never something that was really something to be concerned about for me. If I turn you around, trying not to make you too dizzy, this is where we would always put our table, right there. So that's the one thing that we really want in a new house, is we want a dining room, like an actual dining room. So that's on our list. If you're in the kitchen, there's my tripod, then you walk right in here, and here's the living room. Beautiful floors. These were original with the house. We really loved the floors. Big open windows, as you can see, super bright. Having everything out of it, this space is a lot bigger than we really, you know, remembered it being. So what we ended up doing to maximize this space was getting a 10 by 10 sectional that was also a sleeper. That really allowed us to have guests over and not have to worry about where people would sleep, especially because at the time when we got that, we only had 2 bedrooms. So that was really important to us. And then having it 10 by 10 meant that we had seating all along these walls, and we could comfortably fit 7 people on it. And then we could pull it out at night to be a sleeper. So we really loved this living room. It was sort of the heart of the house, as they usually are. There's our vents for the forced air, which we really loved. Another thing that we really loved about this house is this door right here. It's original to the home, and it's just so pretty. We just really love all of the glass panes in it, and we just thought it was a really pretty original feature to the house, and we never wanted to get rid of it. At first I thought it would be a good idea just to have it open, but what we ended up doing was leaving Finley out there and closing the door during the day, and he could just hang out in the kitchen. So then leaving the living room, we have the main area of the house where the bedrooms are. This used to be the master bedroom, then I turned it into the craft room. Then this became the spare bedroom. This was originally the craft room, and then it became the spare bedroom. And then right here is the bathroom. So I don't really think I have to show you much of the bathroom. Nothing too fancy. Sink, toilet, bathtub, and then the sink was over. Let me see if I can show you. The sink is hiding over here. So yeah, bathroom, nothing too fancy. Let's go into the craft room. So this is the area that was the craft room. Originally, this was the master bedroom because originally the house was only 2 bedrooms. And then when we added the upstairs, we were able to take this and turn this into the craft room. Things I loved about this room were the big windows right here facing the front. It just gave it a lot of light. And the floors, so beautiful. When we first moved in, the floors were covered by carpet in both this room and the spare bedroom. And I ended up removing the carpet and exposing this beautiful, gorgeous floor. And then there's a closet right there. For a while when we were down here, Shawn was using this closet and I was actually using the closet in the spare bedroom just because we didn't have enough room. So yeah, and then there's a big wall right here. This is where the craft room desk was, right there. So I miss my craft room. I love it so much. All right, so now we'll go over to the spare bedroom. Used to be the craft room. And I shared a whole video of the process of getting this ready for guests. One time Keely came up and I was determined to get the room ready so that she could have a comfortable place to sleep. I ended up spending like 3 days just quickly trying to get it all ready for her. Here's the spare bedroom. Nothing too fancy. A good size room. All of the rooms in this house are good size. And this is a cape, so it's not too big. And by the way, this is the basement. I think I'll take you guys down there, but I'll show you upstairs first. All right. Oh, and also this is a closet right near the front door. As you can see, like a nice little coat closet. So here is the space that we renovated right off the living room. My original thought was to take the door that leads to the kitchen with all the glass panes and put it right here because I thought it could be a pretty touch, and they're all the same size. But we really liked being able to close the door and have Finley be able to be in there within the kitchen without worry. Here are the stairs leading up to the master bedroom. And one of my favorite features right here, the banister. Love how that turned out. I'm at the top of the stairs. This is the left side, which we ended up using as like a dressing area and makeup and hair space. And this was the side that we kept the bed on. I have a whole video series if you'd like to check that out of what it was like finishing this space. I'm just not going up right now because I already vacuumed. And then over here, this is like the sitting area, what we ended up using for hair and makeup and getting dressed and everything. And then we have 2 smaller closets, and right in there we left some of the carpet that we had from when they did the carpets. So yeah, nothing too fancy, but this was definitely a needed project, but we were so happy we were able to complete this project. It made the house just feel so much bigger, and there was just so much more room. And then we have the can lights up there. And then Shawn added that light right there. So we'll head back down. We'll show you the basement. I've shown you the basement once or twice, I'm not sure. Here is the basement. Ta-da! This was storage for a long time. And that's it for the tour of our empty home. This is definitely a bittersweet day. We have loved living in this house. We've loved this neighborhood, the people, the city, everything. We've absolutely loved. And we are so excited to be finding a new home and something that gives us a little more room for what life may bring us in the future. And we're really excited to be able to pass this home on to someone who will be able to love it as much as we have. We're just so thankful that we had this as our first home. We wouldn't have done it any other way, and we're just really happy that today is finally here. We can close on this house and we can sort of close this chapter of our lives and start a new one. And we want to say thank you all so much for enjoying this space as much as we have. I know that you have come along with me in so many different videos and so many different things that I've been working on in this house, and it's been fun to be able to share all of that with you. Thank you so much for watching this empty home tour. I hope you enjoyed seeing the entire space from the front door all the way to the back. And if you're excited to come along with us as we find our new home, please give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you haven't done so already. Don't forget to check out my blog at thriftedlivingblog.com. Please follow me on Instagram at thriftedliving, and if you don't have an Instagram but would like to stay up to date with what I'm doing, you can follow me on Facebook at thriftedliving page. Please like, subscribe, and share. Thank you so much for watching. Bye!